Welcome to today's GVF live session. I hope everyone can see me. Please send a hi so that we know you are there. Hello. So let's start. I thank GVF team and Devashish ji for giving us the opportunity to share a brownie recipe today. I hope everyone can see me. Hello. Let's wait for a few minutes so that everybody can join. It's very important to stay positive these days that we are going through. At least we are all safe, we are happy with our families, we are enjoying, knowing new things, cooking, sharing. So today we'll share a brownie recipe and make some yummy brownies for you. And if you have any queries, I will try to answer everyone after the session. So let's quickly go through the ingredients. Now, we'll first go through the dry ingredients. This is maida, powdered sugar, cocoa powder. Now the cocoa powder has to be really dark in color to get that really dark brownies. If your cocoa powder is light in color, we will not get those perfect dark brown brownies. So please be careful. Baking soda and baking powder. These are the dry ingredients. And the wet ingredients, vanilla essence, condensed milk, it can be Mithai Made, Amul, Nestle, anything. Some dark chocolate, please don't use dairy milk, it should be dark chocolate. Butter, choco chips and water. And last but not the least, we need an OTG. If you don't have an OTG, we can use a microwave, not the solo one. It should have the convection mode. So let's start. First, we will take 1 cup of maida. Please don't use a normal cup. This is a measuring cup. Otherwise, you will go wrong. So please take 1 full cup of maida. We'll mix all the ingredients into the sieve and sieve it. So please mix all the ingredients first. Dry ingredients. This is powdered sugar, 1/4 cup. If you don't have a measuring weighing machine, that's okay. You can use these cups. And 3 tablespoons cocoa powder. Then we'll take baking soda. Please levelize your spoon. Don't overtake. It has to be a level spoon. Half teaspoon, sorry. This is a half teaspoon baking soda and 1 teaspoon baking powder. This measurement should be perfect. So these are the 5 dry ingredients. We will sieve it and mix it without any lumps. If there are any lumps, they will stay back in the strainer. So this is important. Now we will mix all the wet ingredients. First we'll take a weighing machine and we'll weigh 100 grams butter. If you don't have a weighing machine, you get 100 grams butter from the market itself, that's fine. and then 60 grams of chocolate. If you don't have a weighing machine, you can take 2/3 cup of a chocolate. That is fine, approx. And we will melt this in a microwave for 30 to 40 seconds. Till then, we will mix 1 spoon of vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and half a cup of water. Just a little bit more for the consistency. You will understand that later on. We'll maintain the consistency. And condensed milk. If you are taking a 200 ml condensed milk tin, please use the whole tin. And if you are using a bigger, you are getting a bigger one, then we'll take half of it, that is 180 grams. 180 grams of condensed milk. So this butter and the chocolate, we've melted it in the microwave. Mix it properly. There should be no lumps. Let it just melt for a few seconds. We'll preheat our microwave OTG for some time. Please take care. We will put it in the bake mode, that is, just the lowest stick will get warm. And it will be at 180 degrees Celsius. So let it get heated till we mix the whole thing. We will use a beater. If you don't have an electric beater, you can use a whisker. That is fine. Both are fine. We just have to mix it. So that is fine. Please don't overbeat it. Now this is ready. There are no lumps. It has melted. The chocolate has melted now. And we will mix it in the mixture. Now this is all we need. Now we'll beat it. First try to just beat it without switching it on, otherwise the whole thing will get splattered. Let it just get mixed and then we will put on the beater. Just for a few minutes. Please take away everything which is stuck around the sides so that nothing is left. It gets mixed up really well. Now the texture. See, this has to be flowing. If it becomes dry, your brownies will get very dry. It won't stay moist. So take care of the texture. The consistency has to be flowy. See how beautiful the color is. Now today I have taken a 8-inch tin. If you don't have a tin, you can use any microwave safe, OTG safe bowl, a glass bowl, that is fine. You can use anything. And I have put a butter paper on the bottom. You can stick it with some butter. You apply some butter at the bottom and you can stick that paper. It has to stick really well so that the brownie, when we take it out, it becomes easier. So this I have kept ready. We'll pour in the batter. Don't dirty the edges of the tin. Otherwise, the batter will get burnt. Put it really neatly. And we will tap this so that all the air bubbles come out. There should be no air bubbles. You will see all the air bubbles vanishing. Now please don't put any choco chips during the baking time. When we are baking, if we put the choco chips, they will all melt and you will not be able to see them after it's done. So choco chips, we'll prefer putting it afterwards, after the baking is done. And walnuts is something which we'll put it right now when we have mixed the batter into the batter. You can toss some walnuts and you can add them to the batter and save some for the garnishing. So this is done. And see, only the bottom rod is heated up. This is the baking mode. When we bake, we only heat the bottom layer, not the top one. We will just place this. Please be careful, this is really hot. And we'll put the timer to 20 minutes. Usually, the brownie gets properly done in 20 minutes, but sometimes 2 or 3 minutes we have to put, sometimes because of the weather, because of the batter. So we will test it with a toothpick or a knife if it's done properly or not. If your toothpick comes out really neatly, nothing is stuck on the toothpick, then your brownie is done. Don't over bake it also. We have kept one brownie ready for you because this will take a lot of time. When you take out the brownie from the oven, just put a little damp cloth over it so that it doesn't dry. If the fan is on or anything is there, the brownie will dry. So leave a damp cloth, cover it with a damp cloth and leave it for it to get cold. At least for an hour. Please don't hurry to demold it. Now see, we put choco chips. Once my brownie was done, we have sprinkled some choco chips on top. If we would have put this before we had kept it for baking, it would all have melted and you would not have enjoyed. So this is what we do. Now take a knife and just loosen the edges so that when you overturn your mold, the brownie falls off quickly. Just loosen all the edges. And if it is hot, please don't take it out of the mold. Otherwise, it will stick to the tray. Now we have to just turn the mold upside down this way and just tap for 1 or 2 times. You will feel the brownie has left the sides and it has fallen. You have to take out this butter paper neatly. And slowly overturn the brownie. So This is done. Now we can cut it into your desired sizes with a knife. Just make some marks so that you know the cuts are, you're cutting the pieces in the right proportion. You can cut it small, you can cut it big according to your desired sizes. The main advantage of this dessert is you can make it well in advance and keep it in the refrigerator for around 10 days in an airtight container. And when you want to serve it, you just have to microwave it